on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
It's Madden NFL 24. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Huskies and the Giants, and it's all up next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Huskies of Tokyo taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, they've lost 3. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
To throw on second down. Gibbs. He finds his man. Complete. That's Murray. So the completion good for 6 yards. And just like that, it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Gibbs. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Fields throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One play action, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Huskies will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
B.J. Ojulari racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. B.J. Ojulari. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Good coverage there holds them to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Gibbs going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Touchdown!
Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Huskies take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibbs under pressure. They got him again. B.J. Ojulari in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word was...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of this opening quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Giants nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The New York set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs on the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. But you look at this defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Ooh, the juke. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all of that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player. And he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things. And he incorporated that into his route running.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Huskies are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now.
35. Giants nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
There he goes, left side.
He's still on his feet.
And finally taken down at the 34.
52 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Giants nothing. Jack Fox.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Throwing after the interception. Gibbs.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Huskies just continue to roll.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Giants nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Downs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down. Gibbs. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
B.J. Ojulari.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The throw over the middle taken in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Downs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Up the middle they go. Downs.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. run straight ahead with Warren. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10, Gibbs. Touchdown, Giants! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to claw one back. Extra point forthcoming. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Fields on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Huskies have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Operating from the gun, Gibbs. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Murray. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Back to throw. Gibbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
To throw on 2nd down. Gibbs.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1 yard line.
Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Huskies will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
63, Giants 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Gibbs throwing the out route incomplete. It's Murray. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. Wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here, and what is quick message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Fields now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Huskies extend their lead yet again. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Giants 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Fields. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And bulldozing his way through. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
No, we'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And a huge play that time. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Fields. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Throwing on first down. Gibbs. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slam. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Downs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw. Gibbs. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Oh, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right.
All right? I want to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
Former DB, rooting for the wide receivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 31 yards. And the Huskies are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Giants 17. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 35 yards. And the Huskies get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Giants 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York set to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues. There he goes, right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Downs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Downs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Gibbs under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. B.J. Ojulari in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Huskies are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Gibbs. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Fields.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Huskies add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Jack Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibbs.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And it's fielded at the 34. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Now Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Huskies are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one,
and now the rookie's free.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Gibbs.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was the big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And this one is right through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose again. Jameson Williams.
Touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
91 yards.
And the Huskies continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now out come the Giants.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Gibbs, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys already start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that went to the right side and incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Gibbs. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Looking to throw. Gibbs. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun. Gibbs. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Gibbs. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second.
Yeah. First off, my name Tobe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me full. Go up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu.